Welcome back. So in the last episode, we had this, all the physics was starting to work out, but we still have a problem where the blocks don't land on an integer value. So, for example, you get a situation like this, which is not something that should ever be able to happen in Tetris, obviously. So what we need to do is we need to make it so that these blocks snap to the nearest integer value, and that's done right here in the block controller script. In the on collision enter, we've got this. Sorry, we've got some noise in the background, but that's okay. It's St. Patrick's Day, and so there are 10,000 drunken frat boys outside my house. All right, so here is where we set the individual chunks, the individual bricks in our tetramino to the position they're supposed to be in. And all we really need to do is round that position. And I don't know of any easy way to just call, position.round to nearest integer. I don't believe that sort of thing is existent. No. So you have to manually round each of the components, and that's fine. So this way we should round to the nearest position, and they should slide into position even if they were off center when you moved them. See how you popped back? And that keeps these things in the proper position. But you can see how it's sliding in the direction opposite of what you might expect a Tetris game to slide. That is to say, it's rounding to the nearest brick rather than to the brick in the direction you're trying to go. And so that's what we're going to fix now. So here, when we get this position equals transformed position minus delta, we're actually just going to go ahead and add our velocity to it, but just our x position. So position.x plus equals rigid body dot velocity dot x. And that should allow us to round to a more suitable position. Let's go ahead and see whether or not I can pull that off. So left. Okay, that's definitely way too far. So it slides into position, but the position is not, a small amount off. It's like 10 points off, and I think that's just because our x velocity is very, very high. So we're going to go ahead and make it so that this velocity.x is in fact not above around 0.5. So let's just divide it by some amount. How about 20? We can change that later to be some kind of scale based on what we are expecting our bricks to be moving at, because as we move up in difficulty levels, you obviously want to move the bricks faster. So you can see that if that slid in the correct direction, even though, and that one's stuck, so it might be that there's a difference between going right and going left due to the rounding. It looks like there might be. Oh, that was just too early. Let's go ahead and try and go right here. Nope, it looks like it works. And you can adjust that to be however you'd like it to be. And of course, you don't have to use the physics. You can do it any way you'd like. But the physics does make it fun. It bounces around and it does all sorts of goofy stuff. So, and you can see how it like depresses, and it has a very physical feel to it. Boof. And I really like that. I like the way that that makes it feel organic. Now we do have that problem where we can hit a brick and then freeze even if we're no longer hitting a brick. And that's what we're going to deal with in the next episode. But this episode's over.